Ukraine is expanding the production of long-range weapons to strike targets directly on Russian territory. At the same time, according to the Foreign Intelligence Service of Ukraine, Russia is actively developing its anti-drone defense market. It is reported that between 60 and 80% of civilian industrial enterprises are now equipped with various systems designed to counter long-range drone attacks. These measures include physical defenses such as nets and shelters, as well as kinetic systems like anti-aircraft guns, interceptor drones, and even laser-based technologies. According to the FISU, a significant portion of the equipment used to protect Russian facilities is imported from China, although official documents often list Russia as the manufacturer. Primarily, enterprises in Russia's fuel and energy sector are acquiring anti-drone systems, for obvious reasons, namely, the sustained series of successful Ukrainian strikes on oil depots and refineries. At the same time, the FISU notes that Russia faces two major challenges in organizing these defenses. First, the systems often do not meet their declared performance specifications. Second, the protective equipment is frequently installed incorrectly at the sites. It is also noted that currently, over 1,000 requests have been submitted for assessments of the vulnerability of industrial and critical infrastructure sites. Overall, as Ukrainian drone strikes on Russian oil facilities intensify, the enemy is trying to bolster its defensive measures. Last year, proposals were even made to use barrage balloons as a protective solution. There have also been reports of attempts to establish an integrated zonal radar system known as Sfera, intended to defend against long-range strike drones. Ukrainian Marines from the 137th Battalion just cooked up a cinematic masterpiece. Russian MTLBs sprinting across open ground like it's Mario Kart, straight into drone strikes. Imagine storming a battlefield in 60-year-old tractors and thinking speed equals survival. Spoiler, it didn't. As of April 2025, the Ukrainian 137th Marine Battalion, part of the 35th Marine Brigade, continues to play a pivotal role in Ukraine's defense efforts. In recent operations, the battalion's Hydra unit successfully repelled a Russian assault near a village in the Donetsk region, demonstrating their resilience and tactical proficiency. Previously, the battalion was instrumental in the liberation of Makarivka in the Donetsk region. During this operation, they effectively ambushed Russian forces, including targeting a KMAZ Typhoon armored vehicle, and utilized British-supplied Mastiff armored vehicles to enhance their assault capabilities. In March 2024, elements of the 137th Battalion were deployed to the left bank of the Kherson Oblast. There, they successfully destroyed Russian equipment using FPV drones, showcasing their adaptability and technological integration on the battlefield. The 137th Marine Battalion's continued effectiveness underscores their vital role in Ukraine's ongoing defense operations, reflecting their commitment and strategic importance in the broader conflict. The 137th Battalion's Hydra unit, known for rapid assaults and ambush tactics, has become a nightmare for Russian forces along the Donetsk front. Using a mix of Western equipment and domestically developed drone systems, they strike hard and fast before disappearing into defensive positions. Their recent actions not only halted Russian advances, but also inflicted heavy losses in both manpower and vehicles. As Ukraine strengthens its marine forces, units like the 137th prove that mobility, precision, and innovation are key to dominating a fluid and brutal battlefield. The future Chancellor of Germany, Friedrich Merz, confirmed his readiness to provide Ukraine with Taurus cruise missiles, but under certain conditions. The Financial Times reported on this. During an interview, Merz reaffirmed his campaign statements, noting that the delivery of German Taurus cruise missiles would increase pressure on Russia and its military plans. However, he noted that the delivery of that type of weapon would not be carried out by Germany alone, but in coordination with European NATO allies who already had experience in supplying such missiles. Our European partners are already supplying cruise missiles, he said to public broadcaster ARD on Sunday evening. According to Merz, Germany should have delivered this weapon at the same time as the British and French, who provided Storm Shadow cruise missiles. Their use enabled Ukraine's defense forces to inflict significant losses on the Russian fleet in Crimea, as well as on other military targets and equipment. He additionally noted that the delivery must have first been coordinated with allies, likely referring to the UK, France, and possibly the United States. The British are doing it, the French are doing it, and the Americans are doing it anyway, Merz added. In addition to the direct delivery of the missiles, Merz also suggested that the cruise missiles could be used to strike Russian military targets in the temporarily occupied territory of Crimea, as well as the Kerch Bridge, which the Russians used to transport military equipment. Militarny previously reported that the German Federal Ministry of Defense planned to purchase a new generation of Taurus Neo long-range cruise missiles. The Taurus KEPD 350/150 is a long-range air-to-surface cruise missile developed by the German-Swedish company Taurus Systems GmbH, a joint venture between MBDA Deutschland and Saab Bofors Dynamics. The Taurus is 5.1 meters long, weighs around 1,400 kilograms, and is equipped with a tandem bunker-busting warhead called Mephisto, weighing 480 kilograms, a shaped charge for penetrating fortifications, and a high explosive charge for destroying the target. The maximum range of the base version is up to 500 kilometers, although export versions may have a reduced range, 300 to 400 kilometers. The missile reaches subsonic speeds up to 0.95 Mach, approximately 1,000 kilometers per hour, and flies at low altitudes, 30 to 70 meters, making it difficult to detect. Its guidance system is combined IBN, Image-Based Navigation, TRN, Terrain Reference Navigation, MIL-GPS, and an infrared seeker for precision in the final phase of flight. Peskov, the spokesperson of the President of the Russian Federation, has performed on ice with his wife Tatiana Navka. The Russian Federation has killed 32 people and injured 99 more in Sumy. 2 more people were killed, and 1 person injured by the Russian strikes on Kherson. Russia strikes civilians because it wants to cast fear and feels powerless. They are not able to achieve their military goals on the front lines, and their losses are staggering. President Trump reacted to the Russian strike on Sumy. As expected, he didn't criticize Russia for the massacre.
Yes. Do you have a reaction to Russia's Palm Sunday attack on Ukraine?
I think it was terrible, and I was told they made a mistake, but I think it's a horrible thing. I think the whole war is a horrible thing.
I call on the EU to impose the toughest sanctions against Russia in order to strangle its economy and prevent it from continuing military actions. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot. He noted that Ukraine had agreed to a ceasefire over a month ago, while Russia has shown absolutely no intention of moving in that direction.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.